In this video, I'm gonna show you how to play all the optimal ways of the Varus comps and how to get the most out of the comp. So it has the second highest average placement, which is just crazy. So the best way to play this comp is by going into 5 Pyro. And how you do that is you need either one emblem, and that's one spat and one bow. Then you get the pyro emblem, or if you get a pyro crest or crown, so that's the augments, because the comp just becomes really strong with that setup, because then you're able to hit 5 pyro, which gives you a 20% execute, which is really crazy. You can see at, if we search at pyro crest and crown, that's a 3.8 and a 3.96 average placement, which is really good. You can also see here on the items, if you get a pyro crest, you get a 0.06% lower placement. And just to show you here as well, if you have 5 pyro, your average placement is 3.9, but at 4 it's at 4.7. So it's a very big diff if you get this emblem, so just keep that in mind. And the key units of this comp, I would say it's Varus and Nasus. Nasus is gonna be your main tank, so throw on whatever tank items you hit on him. And Varus is your main damage dealer. And his items are more important, right? So you typically want the crit combo. That's gonna be Spiss items, so that's IE plus Last Whisper. And most people actually build Shojin on him, which I don't quite agree with it, because yeah, I think it's just better with more AD. So you could build Shojin as your third item, it's totally fine, but I think it's the best to go with either, you know, Death Blade or a Guard Breaker or a GS. I can actually show you what I mean as well real quick. So if we go into the Explorer, put Varus in, put in a Infinite Edge, also a Last Whisper, and then we can see what the best last item is. And here you see red buff, you see Runans, you see Guard Breakers, you see Gunblade. And if we scroll all the way down, we have Shojin. And yeah, you get a worse average placement with it. So yeah, I think most people are actually wrong here. Mind you, it's a quite few games on all of these items, but you know, there's so many different items. So if Shojin was a lot better, then at least some of the items would be, you know, have worse stats than Shojin, if that makes sense, right? So yeah, I think Guardbreaker is the best, just because it fits very well with the crit combo, and Varus ulti has a huge AoE effect, so it procs that damages a shield unit, so you get that damage amp. A very nice synergy there. Other than that, what else you play is you play Smolder, because she's a blaster and she's also a dragon, so then you also put in Shyvana in the comp, because yeah, you get that dragon activated. She also shapeshifter with Nasus. And what this means also, keep this in mind, many people forget it, you don't need to build a Sunfire in this comp, because Dragon already has, you know, Burn and Wound. So if you know you're gonna be able to play Dragon, you don't need to buy a Sunfire, which means that you can go for some more tank efficient items. Other than that, what you do is either you go into 4 shapeshifters if you're able to play that right, maybe it early Briar and whatnot. The easier way is to play put in a Kench and a Hecarim. That way you activate Arcana. And you also get Bastion with Shenrite. And yeah, that's pretty much all about the comp. Fairly easy once you know how to play it. But there's one other variant as well of the comp. And I forgot to mention that of course you're not always gonna hit Smolder. She's a 5 cost. So if you don't hit her, just play Ezreal until you hit it. I did that in my last game. I got a 2nd place. Didn't hit any 5 cost or anything like that. I just played a random Ezreal because I didn't hit Smolder. And I was stuck on like level 8 rolling for Nasus. So he can hold whatever item Smolder holds anyways, right? And the other way to play this comp is if you get a Frost Emblem. You can actually play Frost on Varus. So this is pretty interesting, right? So what you do, because Frost Emblem gives you AD, right? So it fits perfectly as a last item of Varus. Give him that IE, Last Whisper, and give him the Frost Emblem. And then you put in away, because that's the way you get Blastorin. You need to have that activated for Varus, right? And other than that, you play Nasus, because he's a really good tank. You activate Pyro, and he's also Shapeshifter, so you got that combo with Swain. And then you just fill out your entire team with as many Frost as you can, right? And here you can also put items on Olaf as a secondary carry or a bruiser. So he likes the bruiser items, BT, Starax, Edge of Night. I like survivability items on him just because sometimes he gets stuck on a tank or something like that. You need him to stay alive for a long time. Also get more frontline this way. And yeah, that's how to play the Varus comp. It's not harder than that. Now go out and try this out in rank. And thank you all for watching. Be sure to subscribe for more content just like this. Yeah, peace out everyone. Ciao.